Dot com. Top of the morning to you. I woke up this morning, man, got on my computer, man, and seen something that's really kind of ticking me off right now, man. DJ Akademiks is doing a video about the young man in Philly who was allegedly a serial killer, but a star basketball player. He was allegedly responsible for killing, or should I say, unaliving Gilly the Kid's son, right? So I wake up this morning and I see this video with reacting to this information, and it's ticking me off because it's like Academics has no accountability to the shit that he does, man. It's like he's trying to play this role like this is all shocking and surprising to him, when in all actuality, a lot of us in the community feel like if it wasn't for the way that he went about reporting the drill scene in Chicago and bringing that to the forefront of these young men's lives, we probably wouldn't be in a situation like this where we have a young man who was a promising basketball star with the highest SAT score in his class, in the school, but is allegedly responsible for unaliving at least 6 people. And I'm sitting here watching this video and I'm like, come on, you acting real ignorant right now, bro. Let me go to it so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about, man. Because this is just weird to me. Take that out of studio mode. Let me check this out.
So this is a little bit crazy, bro. I want to be careful with this, but it says Gilly's son and some nigga named Noah or some shit like this. Let me see if I could. Now, yo, Flacco, play your video. You better got the real shit. Who's this?
Let's get into this. Philly team clipped. Want to be a part of it? You get caught.
Is there any like somebody named Noah Scurry? Who the fuck? So apparently they found the killer of Gilly's son. If you don't know, Gilly's son Cheese. Apparently he was killed. Oh, here we go.
According to the police, she was fired more than 50 times with an automatic weapon.
Wait, how do I find that video? Maybe is this?
This is Noah Scurry. He was a 17-year-old high school basketball star and a standout student who was killed earlier this week. It was reported by the Philadelphia Inquirer that he had the highest SAT score in his entire school when he took it.
What? We have scholar serial killers? Yo, this is getting out of hand.
A student at Samuel Feld High.
And the fact that he always is trying to make jokes out of this stuff, like, this ain't nothing funny about this act. There's nothing, it's really sad. It's really sad to know that because of the influence of drill rap that we have situations like this going on where we got young men going to school, giving the best that they can give at school, but also infatuated with the street life, with the drill scene, that they would leave school and get into beefs to where people lose their lives. Like, obviously this guy had a promising career as something, he could have been a great add to society, but because the mentality of these young men have been bombarded by drill music and thinking that they have to have an op in order to be somebody in this world, we get situations like this act, and here you is acting as if this is a surprise to you when you are solely responsible for bringing this type of action into the lives of multiple people across. See, here's the thing. People want to act like they just reporting news and stuff, right? So what brought me to academics was when I first seen him reporting on the war in Chirac. Like, was like, is he from Chicago? No, he's not from Chicago. Why is he speaking on these things? You feel what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? Apparently, he made a living off of speaking on what was going on in Chicago. And what was going on in Chicago was no laughing matter, but he took it upon himself to bring some kind of satire to it. As if young men killing each other is something to, you know what I'm saying, make a comedy episode. And that's how he got his name in this community of podcasting. But let's keep watching because it just like it's things like this that irks my nerves because being a OG, an older gentleman from this culture and knowing where we went wrong and doing my best to kind of add something that could make these artists understand that you don't have to go that route. You know what I'm saying? This is all the business. This is music business. It's all supposed to be entertaining. You know, we done blurred the line between entertainment, real life, and art to the point where these young men feel like in order for me to rap about this stuff, I really have to go out here and do this stuff. And if I'm not really out here doing this stuff, then I'm really not a real rapper. And that's not the case, bro. And this guy here, for me, I give him at least 80% of the blame on what's going on. Am I saying that young men would not be doing this? No, of course. It's been going on forever. But it wouldn't be the height of their existence wanting to have an op so that they can go unalive them and make music about it. That wouldn't even be the height of their existence if it was not for the drill scene. And the drill music scene only became popular as it was because academics was reporting on it every step of the way. Did he care about whose family was affected? No, he didn't. He didn't care none of that. But now he's sitting here acting like this is something wild for him to be seeing, bro. And this is what's wrong with our culture. We got to get rid of cats like this and quit giving them the shine that they think, you know, because we in a day and age where people turn on these microphones and these cameras, man, and they'll say whatever they can just to get some views so they can get a check. There's no accountability for the things that they say, the things that they do. Matter of fact, they don't care who they offend because they believe in their mind. All I gotta do is stay away from the popular crowd, and I'll never run into you people. But karma, you can't run from karma, fam. But let's keep watching this, man. You're gonna see what I'm talking
High
about.
school,
His
his principals described him as
gifted. In a letter to the school's families, they confirmed that he was a
Now, again, I want to give you like the lead up to this. Apparently, they're saying that this guy who was like a grade A student was identified or being said as he's the killer of Gilly's son Cheese, and apparently he got killed like recently.
talented student athlete. It was around 7:15 a.m. on January 14th. The 17-year-old was leaving for school when he was gunned down, according to the Philadelphia police, as reported by Fox 29.
Philadelphia police say a 17-year-old was shot and killed along Rohrer Street in the city's Feltonville section. It happened around 7:15 this morning.
Over 20 shell casings were found at the scene.
Now, for the record, I'm not showing this here, you know, for this story because I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all already heard this story, are familiar. If you're not, you can go check it out online. Condolences to the people who lost their lives in this situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm really watching this because to see act like this is all shocking to him. When we in the community really feel like the reason for this is because of his reporting on the drill scene. It's like deplorable, fam. It's like, come on with the jokes, bro. Quit acting like this is shocking to you. You know, I've heard you on multiple occasions when you pitting rappers against each other, talking about, oh, they gotta spin the block, oh, they gotta spin the block. I don't want my rappers to, I want y'all to spin, spin, spin. And now you sitting here acting like, oh, wow, this is really going on. Bro, you gotta get this guy out of here. He can go right along with Drake, bro, because we don't need this. You know what I'm saying? This is not helping our community at all. This is not what hip hop is all about. But this is what it has become. And I'm not even going to call this hip hop because this is not about hip hop. This is a death culture. It has nothing to do with hip hop. Hip hop is not a death culture. Because you can't hip and you hop while you're dead. Hip hop is a spring in your step. It's an awakening. It's an arising. It's not about death. And I need the young folks to understand that, bro.
It was reported by the news that he was with his mother when he was shot, as if they were about to get into the car for her to drop him off across town at school. Authorities recovered a white Jeep Cherokee on Wednesday morning the next day, abandoned near Summerdale and Godfrey Avenue, approximately 2 miles from where Noah Scurry's home on Royer Street in Feltonville, where the deadly shooting took place. According to Deputy Commissioner Frank Menor, the vehicle appeared to have been damaged in a crash. Investigators are currently reviewing additional surveillance footage in hopes of piecing together the events that led to Scurry's death. While no suspects have been named and no motive has been determined, law enforcement officials are working tirelessly.
You see, this all this guy does is sit online, take shots of whatever he's drinking, get drunk, talk crazy, and then act like he has no accountability for whatever happens. Even with the battle between Kendrick and Drake, you know, after the war on words was said, he was the main one that was just dragging it, just kept dragging it to the point where it just dragged out all year to now we have a lawsuit. Because instead of just, you know, okay, that was a good battle and keep it moving, nah, he want to start creating narratives about Kendrick Lamar and calling Kendrick Lamar all out his name and like Kendrick ain't never did anything to you. You said a lot of disrespectful things about Kendrick Lamar that me, myself, I wanted to reach to the camera and punch you in your mouth, bro. Like, you very disrespectful, man, and you don't have no heart. See, in the hood and where we from, bro, if you're going to be that disrespectful, man, stand on your business and say that to somebody's face, bro. And not on camera, man. If you really feel some kind of way about another man, go address that man in the manner that you feel, bro. Don't get on these cameras and talk about it. Like, if I see you, I'm definitely going to let you know while I'm beating your ass how I feel about you, bro. Because you a cancer to what we got going on, man. You're a real cancer to this, bro. And trust me, you ain't gonna be safe forever, bro. One day you gonna get a karma, and I believe that God got a karma for you that's gonna be so tragic that you think it'll never happen because you can hide in your basement, get your little checks from YouTube and wherever else you're getting your money from, and continue to destroy our culture and act like you the top guy in our culture, bro. No, you the top guy in the death culture, bro. You are the epitome of a devil in disguise, bro. Like, I don't know what kind of spirit lives inside of you, but it's a cowardly spirit, fam. It's a cowardly spirit. You want to throw rocks and hide your hands, man, and you want to act like you ain't did nothing. But let's keep it watching this. This is crazy.
To identify the perpetrators. Surveillance footage suggests that at least 2 individuals were inside the Jeep during the shooting. The details of Noah Scurry's final moments paint a grim picture. He had just grabbed his backpack and was stepping into his mother's car when he was ambushed by a barrage of gunfire. More than 20 bullets were fired, as I said, and Noah Scurry was struck multiple times in the chest and abdomen.
Yo, chat. One thing I don't like about Philly has the narrowest roads. I hate that about Philly, bro. I don't like that. It's like every street's like a one-way.
Noah Scurry was struck multiple times in the chest and abdomen. Despite
After what he just heard about what happened to this young man, the only thing he don't like about Philly is the narrow streets that they have. Like, somebody pulled up on this young man while he was getting in the car with his mom on the way to school, 7 o'clock in the morning, man, and gave that boy the business in front of his mama, man. The only thing you can think about is how narrow the streets is in Philly. What you want us to, okay, you been to Philly, so what? Who cares? Did you get out the car? Did you go in the hood in Philly and hang out with them cats to see what their life is really about? No, you didn't. You rode through Philly and you was mad because the streets were so narrow, and because the streets are so narrow, that means somebody might have the opportunity to see you in a car. That's the only thing you hate. That's why you hated the streets was narrow in Philly, because you was a coward, bro. You a real coward, a high-powered coward like we used to call him back in the day, bro. That's what you is, bro. This man just lost his life, man, over some senseless murder that was amplified because of your platform, and the only thing you can think about is how narrow the streets in Philly is. Come on, bro. Sucker.
being rushed to Jefferson Einstein Hospital, he was pronounced dead within minutes. Family members, friends, and classmates were devastated by the sudden and senseless loss. A GoFundMe campaign, launched by his cousin, seeks to help cover funeral expenses. In her heartfelt message, she described Noah as a bright, loving young man with a heart full of kindness. Noah, only 17 years old, had such a caring and loving heart, McGlenn wrote. He would do anything for his family, but most of all, for his siblings. Tributes and condolences have poured in across social media, where friends expressed their grief and shared memories of the teen. Speechless, I love you, one friend posted alongside photos of Noah Scurry. At Samuel Fells High School, where Scurry excelled both academically.
Hey, chat, can I ask y'all a question? Do y'all think that, you know, like the normalization of this drill culture is the reason why some of these people who seemingly have bright futures and promising, outcomes later in life, they're down to crash out? Like, why the hell would a guy who has, he's supposedly was a D1 basketball prospect, and also he was a really smart guy, why would he be involved in murder? Like, why would he be involved in that life that supposedly ultimately took his life? Like, what do you think is happening here? What am I?
Well, let me answer this question for you. In a day and age where all these kids watch is the internet, on top of playing games like GTA, you know what I'm saying, Fortnite, where it's first-person shooters and killers and things like that, this is the reason why we have this YN culture, as you call it, you know what I'm saying, that believes that this is a normal thing to do, is because we have people like yourself that amplifies this and reports on this to where, they want to go out there and put some action in and hope that you report on it. Just like you're doing right now. We ain't gonna sit here and act like you ain't never heard this story. This story been out for at least about a week now. As much as you be on the internet, this is not your first time hearing about this story. But this is you attempting to act surprised about this situation. Act like you don't understand why the young cats are doing these things. But you the crash out king on film. You get on here all the time to crash out, and these young kids think that, oh, Akademiks is tough because he's online crashing out. He crashed out on Meek Mill. He crashed out on Lil Baby. And now you asking this dumb question, bro. Why do you think these young dudes are in? Because you are definitely partly to blame for this, bro. So don't try to, again, throw rocks and hide your hands, trying to act like you don't understand this young culture when the young culture has been raised off of watching you for the last at least 10 years talk about people being murdered in these streets in this rap game, bro. This person riding on that person. Lil Durk need to get his get back. You need to slide for Vine. All that. That is all you amplifying that. I've never seen nobody else online amplifying that type of situation but you, bro. I've never seen no other podcaster or anybody else amplifying the fact that these cats need to get back and you need to slide. I've never seen nobody else do that but you. I ain't lying to you. If y'all know anybody else who be online talking like that, please leave a comment on who you talking about, because I ain't never seen nobody do that but Akademiks.
What am I missing? Or do you think maybe he's just a victim? Maybe he ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
No, that instant gratification, that acknowledgement, the whole thrill of going on a drill.
Wait,
Niggas is lost. This drill culture
hold on.
really put
Wait,
fucking.
hold on. And I'm gonna cut you off. Wait, you think these young kids are having a thrill of killing people?
Yeah, I believe that. It's a thrill. Like after you let off a gun, like like that feeling that you get, they chase that feeling. When with the bodies, like they want to catch that adrenaline rush of clapping a nigga. That's evident. That
Hold on. You can look at his face and see he understands exactly what this man is telling him, but to try to sugarcoat his responsibility of being a part of why they're doing this, he want to act confused as if he doesn't understand it. Like, I don't understand. Why are they doing it? It's just like Drake saying, I don't understand. Why did he call me a pedophile? I didn't do anything to Kenny. The fuck, bro? Look, bro, to all the youngsters out there, bro, this is not what's happening. And that's real rap. Academics, Drake, all that fake, acting like you tough, trying to be tough online, is not what's happening. You see? Because you got people like this that are influence somebody who's really going to go out here and do something and lose their life or you know what I'm saying, just destroy other people's lives because they feel like this is how they going to get on in this internet world. Somebody going to talk about me. Oh, yeah. If I do a drill, it's going to be on somebody's blog. This is where we at with this, bro.
I mean, I shoot guns all the time. I don't shoot them at people. I mean, I shoot them at cars
yeah.
at the gunnery. So you're saying
them killing someone is like an adrenaline rush.
Yeah, for sure. It's like you know how you argue with. It's how you play Fortnite with AJ. You argue, nigga. You ain't shit, nigga. Like niggas be they're going back and forth and arguing in this nigga.
Body language says a lot. The fact that you sitting there biting on your nail says to me that you understand that you are a part of this. You feel responsible for this. Will you say that? Nah, you ain't gonna take accountability. You gonna say it's not your fault that they're out here killing each other like that, and it's true. You did not pull the trigger, but you influenced. You put an impression on their mind that this is what's up. And when you are impressing young minds, just like Drake, you're grooming. You groomed a whole generation of kids to feel like hip hop and rap is all about drilling and sliding and crashing out. And now that they crashing out, you trying to take your responsibility out of it by acting like you're just concerned with what's going on. If you was concerned with what's going on, then you would have never started highlighting this negative culture. And that's just the bottom line, bro. You phony, you fake, and you need to be sitting right next to Drake, man. We don't need you in our culture, period. This is all I wanted to say about this situation because I don't really watch Act, but I found it interesting that he took it upon himself to do this report on this situation. And I know the reason why he's doing this report on this situation is because it has something to do with Gilly the Kid's son being murdered. And you know what I'm saying? Even with that, let's think about, man, the things that we put out in this world, they come back full circle, man. Karma has no deadline, man. It's not a, you know what I'm saying? It'll come and get you at any time, man. Anytime. Anytime. Karma's just waiting. So I'm trying to appeal to the people out there who really understand that life is bigger than beef. We going into a new year. We've seen what happened last year with hip hop. I was highly electrified by what was going on because of the fact that we have Kendrick Lamar coming back with these lyrics and got these young cats wanting to be more lyrical and speak, you know what I'm saying, use their art for art. Really create some pictures. My campaign is death to the drill, man. Let's kill the drill. Kill that drill music, man. It's all about unity, man. Look, we are already at war with the government as a people. And I'm not just talking about black people. I'm talking about people in general. We are already at war. Since hip-hop is the number one tool that is used in the United States and across the world to get messages out there, that we have to use our messaging board for things other than destruction. And those type of things need to be brought to the forefront. But it seems like our culture just keeps going towards the negative stuff. We gravitate towards the negativity more than the positive. If we don't have nothing good to say, then we don't want to talk about nothing at all, and that's crazy to me. Do I hate academics? No, I don't hate academics. Do I despise the things that academics do? Yes, I do. I despise it because he has a big voice in the culture and he chooses to use his voice in a negative way and then act like he has nothing to do with anything when something negative happens. You can't have a platform that has more kids. Cause see, I don't believe a whole lot of older people like myself sit here and watch academics all the time. We are not a part of his algorithm. You know what I'm saying? The people who are a part of his algorithm are young kids that's online playing these video games like GTA and sitting back listening to him talk about Lil Durk and all these cats riding Just think about it. Where are all the drill rappers at right now? Either dead or locked up. What you think is gonna happen to the generation of kids that followed that? They're either gonna be dead or locked up. So now what we have to do as community leaders is we have to reach these younger generation that's coming up, you know what I'm saying? We have to teach them what unity is about, man. We have to teach them what guidance is about, because if you don't have any guidance, you don't know where you're going. A lot of us use the GPS to get to places where we need to go. That's guidance. If we didn't have a GPS, we probably wouldn't know how to get there these days. Back in the day, we had the road atlas. These kids these days wouldn't know how to read a road atlas. They don't even know the GPS, and that's their guidance. We have to be the guiders now. We have to really take a step and be like, I'm going to reach as many young cats as I can to put them on a different path, to get somewhere in a different way than what they see. I mean, what sense do it make for these artists to sit online, rap about killing their ops, go through it, end up in prison with a whole bunch of money? That now they got to give all this money back trying to fight cases. Lil Durk is in jail right now looking at 3 murder for hires, when just last year he was calling himself The Voice. Then at a time when he feel like he trying to change his life, the feds coming to get you, bro. It's too late. You thought you got away with something. And that's what Akademiks is doing. He thinking he got away with something. Yeah, he got paid plenty of money. But something's coming down the pipeline for Ak that he's going to be faced with having to regret everything that he's done. That's if he has a conscience. And I'm sure he does, because if he didn't have a conscience, then he wouldn't just be sitting in his house talking crazy. He'll be out in the streets talking crazy too. We'll be reporting on his death if he didn't have a conscience. So you do have a conscience, because you know the things that you do could cost you a lot. So therefore, you do what you do, but you don't go around where you feel like you might have to pay the price for what you did. With that being said, man, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to answer this question for me. Is Akademiks really necessary? I mean, I see a lot of people giving him his props like, oh yeah, he's the GOAT at this. Nah, man, look, bro. We at a time now where, man, glorifying negative people is not really, it ain't a flex no more, bro. That's not a flex no more, bro. You see where it's getting us. Nowhere, fast. Nowhere, faster. We already started from nowhere. We thought we was at the top. The powers that be are showing us that any time we can make you fall. Look what's happening to Diddy, Jay-Z. All the people that we looked up to in this culture are now, we see them coming down like this in real time. Because they've been propped up there by those people. And if them people can prop you up there, they can bring you back down too. We have to stand on something and create our own foundation, create our own systems. And man, look, me, myself, as an artist, I never wanted to be signed to the industry because I seen how they did people. I heard the stories, I watched. I've always wanted to be independent with everything that I do. Just like now, what I'm doing now, this is independent. Creating my own website, that's independent. Yeah, they can stop me from saying stuff over here, but they can't stop me from saying stuff on my own website. With that being said, if you're an independent artist, model, entrepreneur, or just somebody who loves hip-hop, make sure you sign up for the raphustle.com, create you a Hustler's profile page, and let's hustle together, man. Leave a comment below on what you think about this situation, man. Do you believe that Ack is partly responsible for what's going on with this generation of murderous MCs and drill rappers? Or am I just tripping? Or is he just reporting the news? Like a lot of people like to say, he's just reporting news. It wouldn't be news if you didn't report it. That is not news. That's not news that we can use. What's going on between this artist and that artist and who got killed, that's not news that we can use. The news we can use, Ack, is you getting them on your platform and finding the medium to make them chill out. That'd be the best thing you could do right now, Ack, is to bring together these young cats that you help rip apart. That's the only way you're going to get your redemption in this game. Other than that, bro, you a lame, fam. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how many people you got. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You is a lame, and your money don't mean nothing. It's dust. The more money you accumulate, the more lamer you get. That's it. Nothing else. That, I digress. It's your boy Rico the Plug. Man, y'all make sure y'all follow me. Rico_the Plug on IG. Facebook, Rico the Plug. Most importantly, sign up for the website, The Rap Hustle.